One of the requests that we've been getting a lot of is what to do if I have scoliosis. Scoliosis is something that affects so many people, and even people that have it don't know that they have it. What scoliosis is basically just this kind of curving of the spine. So in a very kind of dramatic effect, it is when the spine starts to kind of like see out or kind of curve away from the midline and then comes back and curves like this. Now, very dramatic examples of that, you can see that with some certain people. They have this huge kind of like curve in their spine that moves away from the midline. But a lot of people, and myself included, suffer from a little bit of scoliosis. So instead of it coming out all the way, the spine starts to curve away a little bit. Again, it's very, very, very small. But the problem is that this can create a lot of muscular imbalance. So hey, my name is Yogi Aaron, and I'm the author of Stop Stretching, a new yogic approach to master your body and live pain-free. And so what I'm going to do today is just kind of give you a very brief explanation on what muscles we want to address if you have scoliosis. And even if you don't have scoliosis, this is a very good routine to do to help keep your body strong and, most importantly, pain-free. So as I was just mentioning earlier, like this imbalance in the spine starts to create an intense muscular imbalance. People end up with tight muscles on one side. On the other side, they have overused muscles. And so what we want to do is kind of start to create a yoga program that's going to fix this muscular imbalance, this asymmetrical imbalance. There's a couple of muscles that I just want to quickly mention, and right out of the gate we're going to be sort of addressing them. One of them is one of my favorites called the QL, the quadratus lumborum. Now, as you look on Skelly here, it looks like the quadratus is actually really big. It's actually not. It's really tiny. But it plays such an important role in stabilizing the pelvis in relationship to the spine and to the costals of the body, the ribs. So the QL attaches to the iliac bone here, the pelvic bone, and then it attaches to each of the transverse processes of the thoracic spine, and then to the bottom, to the inferior aspect of the 12th rib. So as you can kind of see here, it's a really important muscle. And one of the things that I have found a lot is people who are, by the way, suffering from hip pain, lower back pain. A lot of times it can be traced back to the QL once we get it working properly. A lot of times the pain or the imbalances kind of disappear. Now, another muscle that we also want to look at is some of the trunk rotators as well as the trunk flexors. And part of the problem of why people who are dealing with scoliosis have so many issues is because other muscles in the body are not working properly. We want to make sure that the major muscles of the body, the muscles that control spinal extension, that basically support and stabilize as we go through flexion, or the muscles, especially as we go through trunk rotation, are working. If those muscles are not working, all of the muscles in the back that are kind of like stressed and traumatized end up getting overused, and they either tighten up or they just also stop working. So we walk around a lot with a lot of instability. So another one of those muscles, which is one of my favorites to talk about for so many reasons, but I won't get into it too much today, is called the psoas minor. So the psoas minor attaches right up here into the 12th thoracic transverse process and lumbar transverse process, and then comes down here and attaches into the pubis ramus. A very interesting muscle to pay attention to, and it really helps to stabilize the trunk and spine as we come into forward fold. And you might think like, well, I don't really do much forward folding, but just think about it. If you're getting up in the morning and your sink is here and you are bending over to brush your teeth or to rinse your mouth or to wash your face, all of those muscles need to be supporting the trunk and spine properly. If they're not, the little muscles in the lower back and maybe even upper back end up becoming overused and stressed out, partly because they're doing a job that they shouldn't be doing, which is supporting the body as it folds forward. That's not their job. Their job is to support the body as it goes backwards, comes into extension. Part of those jobs of those muscles is to hold the spine in an upright way. If they end up not getting used in a correct way, they can become overused and stressed out and therefore traumatized. So we want to make sure that these muscles are all working. So, having said that, let's get our yoga clothes on and go through this little routine for scoliosis. Okay, friends, so what we're going to do is we're going to start onto our backs today. So please come into your back in a pose that we love to call Shavasana or corpse pose. And we're just going to start here today. Bring your arms out to the sides. Just for about 1 minute, I'd like you to do a quick body scan. Notice in your body where you're holding on to stress or trauma. Notice in your body where there might be some muscles or joints or ligaments that might be overused. And how that can show up is either in one of two ways, possibly more. But at the top of the list is muscle tightness. And sometimes pain. So pain is always an indicator of where there's acute stress or trauma that has taken place. Take another deep one or two breaths. Very nice. So what we're going to do from here is just do a really kind of gentle twist, just to kind of get things moving and just to kind of feel into our bodies a little bit. What I'd like you to do is to bring your knees into your chest and then bring the knees all the way over to the left. So you're kind of like almost like in a fetal pose. Then what I'd like you to do is to bring your right elbow down to the floor, just beside you. And rest your right hand on your rib. Let the left hand just kind of rest out to the sides. So this is a little bit of a passive, gentle twist. Now, if your elbow doesn't touch the ground, don't worry about it. Maybe just rest the hand more on the chest or on the hip. Please do not reach the arm out to the sides, okay? But just kind of rest here for about a couple more breaths. And sort of bring the right shoulder away from the left shoulder. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Very nice. Let's come into the other side. So again, you're going to bring your knees into your chest. And from there, let your knees come all the way over to the right. Then bring the left elbow down to the floor and let your left hand rest on the rib cage. Again, don't reach the left hand out. It's a very kind of passive pose that will end up doing more harm than good in the long run. But what we're trying to do here is, in a very kind of passive, but yet sort of active and gentle way, is work within our own range of motion. Kind of hold a posture for a little bit longer. Breathe in a gentle but deep way to begin shifting our nervous system into more of a parasympathetic state, which basically translates as a rest and digest state. A lot of people that are dealing with pain, muscle tightness, and so on. It's kind of fair to say that their nervous systems are really wound up. What we want to do is to, again, in a gentle way, begin to unwind the nervous system. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 1 more breath. Very good. And then come back. Okay, so straighten your legs along the floor. Now, right out of the gate, one of the things that we're going to do is a QL activation, muscle activation. Again, this is such an important muscle to activate. If you can remember or recall in your mind where I showed you on Skelly where the QL was. It's in the back body. It attaches to the floating rib and also attaches to the pelvic bone. And so what I want you to do now is we're going to shorten that muscle. You're going to do what's often called a hip hike. You're going to bring that right hip up into the right rib, okay? So it's a very subtle movement. Some of you, by the way, watching this will not have a lot of movement here. Some of you will be going, but I think I'm doing something, but I'm not, but I am. It just means that your QL doesn't contract very well. Doing this repetitively will start to improve that muscle's ability to contract. So you're going to bring that right hip, the right hip up to the right rib. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then relax. And if you want to, bring your fingertips in towards the transverse process of your spine. Hold them there. And then do that hip hike again. You can feel the QL actually contracting here. It's really lovely. 5 and 6, and then relax. And do it again. And relax. And do it again. And if you would like to, you can keep your right fingertips in there. It's really nice because in this way, you can really start to feel and connect at through proprioception, the brain to the muscle. Relax. Do it again. And relax. And again. And relax. We'll do it a couple more times. Do it again. Relax. Again, you're bringing that right hip bone up towards the right ribs. And relax. And then do it again. And relax. One of the things comments I made earlier was how often I have traced the QL not working to hip pain with people. And so if you find that you're having hip pain, try this QL activation and see if that works. Of course, there's other muscles to address. Let's do it on the other side. Let's bring the left hip up to the left floating rib. And relax. And again, bring that left hip up into that left rib. And relax. And again. And relax. And do it again. One of the things about doing this kind of practice is that the more you do it, oftentimes the easier it gets. So it does start to change and it does start to improve a lot. And then relax. Do it again. And relax. And then do it again. Beautiful. And then relax. All right. So we're going to do our next one, which is going to be the Psoas minor. So for this one, bring your hands behind your neck or behind your head. You're going to bring the knees over your hips. That's 1. 2, just kind of lift the head up a little bit. And then 3, imagine that you're kind of pulling the pubic bone, more specifically the pubic symphysis, towards the navel. And then relax down. 1, lift the knees. 2, lift the head just a little bit. 3, pull the pubic bone towards the navel and hold for 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. And then bring the knees up, lift the head, pull the pubic bone in and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back down. And bring the knees up, lift the head, pull the pubic bone in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back down. And bring the knees up, lift the head, pull the pubic bone, hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back down. Lift the knees, lift the head just a little bit, pull the pubic bone in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back down. And then lift the knees, lift the head, pull the pubic bone in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Very nice. Okay, so let's roll over and come and sit up, please. And as you're sitting here, what I'd like you to do is to inhale. You're going to bring the arms and reach up to the sky. And then exhale and twist to your right and let the arms come out, one in front of you and one behind you, and twist as much as you can. Inhale back up, lift up the chest, and exhale again, twist to the right. Now keep reaching forward with the left hand, reach back with the right hand. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, back and twist. This is such a great little sequence because in this way we start strengthening, inhale up, the rotators of the trunk and spine. We make sure that they're working, the obliques, which are really supporting the trunk and spine. A lot of times people with scoliosis are dealing with issues because the main stabilizing muscles are not working properly. If we can get those muscles working properly, twist, then more than likely the other muscles that are becoming stressed out stop experiencing so much stress. They stop carrying so much of the load. Inhale, bring the arms and reach up. And exhale and twist. And then inhale back up. And exhale, relax the arms down. Let's take a deep breath in here. And exhale here. Inhale here. And exhale here. Very nice. Inhale the arms up. Let's do the other side now. Exhale and twist. Reach the left hand back, right hand forward. If you want to increase a little bit more, push through the heels of your feet away from the midline. Inhale, back up. Reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale. Twist, left hand forward, right hand reaching forward, left hand reaching back. Inhale, reach up to the sky, lift up the chest, lift up the heart, exhale, and twist. Left hand reaches back, right hand forward, twist a little bit more, push to the heels of the feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale and twist. Inhale, reach up. And exhale and twist. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale and twist. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale, let the hands come down. I hope that you can start to see that this is a kind of a very dynamic practice where we start to engage the muscles of the body. Stretching muscles that are tight is kind of pointless because A, it never really deals with the tightness and the cause of the tightness, and B, it doesn't really address where the muscle weakness is to begin with. This kind of sequence, we're starting to address the rotators of the trunk and spine and the main and core, some of the core stabilizers of the body. Let's do the next one. Bring the hands behind your neck, lift the chest up, and then exhale and twist to your right as much as you can. Inhale, back up. And this time we're going to exhale and twist to your left. Inhale, back up. And exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist slowly to your left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale and twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, twist to your left. We'll do it one more time, each side. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist to your left. Come back to center. Let the hands rest on the knees just for a moment. You've earned it. Close your eyes. Just allow yourself to feel for a moment. Do you notice if there's a difference in the way that you're holding yourself at this moment? You might notice the sense of spaciousness, maybe an inner sense of activation. As you begin to nourish your muscles and their function of the muscles. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Please come and stand up. So we're going to do a pose called pyramid pose. And what I'd like you to do is to step your left foot back from your right foot. Where the feet should be lined up is anywhere that you feel comfortable. We're not really looking to have the feet in one specific way, but do turn the left foot in just a little bit. I like the left foot at about a 45-degree angle, and the right foot turns in. Now we're going to do it 2 times. You're going to inhale, lift the chest up, and then exhale, come forward about 30 degrees. And really feel the sides of your belly squeezing in. Lift the pubic bone forward. Press down through the heel of the feet, heels of your feet. Lift the right toes up. Inhale, come back up. We'll do that one more time. And exhale, come forward, just like that. Really elongate the spine here. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, back up. Now, let's use the left arm. Reach the left arm up. And then exhale, again, come forward just about 30 degrees. Lift the pubic bone up. Take the sides of the belly in. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, back up. Now, keep the left arm, if you can, behind the head, behind the left ear. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, back up. As you come forward this time, think about lifting up at the pubic bone. Keep that pubic bone lifted. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. And then inhale, back up. And exhale, come forward. Keep lifting that pubic bone. And we'll do it one more time. Inhale, come up. And exhale and come forward. Very nice. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, step your left foot up towards your right foot. Very nice. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. step your right foot back this time. Again, lining up the feet. Typically the left heel comes towards the right heel, but actually I like to take a bit of a wider gait. You can turn the right toes in just a little bit more. Lift up through the inner arch of the right foot. Press down into the outer edges of your feet. We're going to do this with the breath, keeping that in mind. Keep your hands on your hips for the first couple of ones. Really lift up at the pubic bone. Take the sides of the belly in as you exhale, come forward. Again, just no more than 30 degrees. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back forward. And then inhale, come back up. Let's use the right arm, reach up to the sky. And exhale, come forward. Again, just no more than 30 degrees. Keep lifting the pubic bone, sides of the belly into the midline. Inhale, come back up. Lift up through the heart. And exhale, come back forward. Beautiful. Inhale, back up. And exhale, come back forward. Keep lifting the pubic bone, lift the pubic bone, lift the pubic bone. Feel yourself elongating. Inhale, come back up. One last time, exhale, come forward. Feeling like you're pressing down through the outer edges and inner edges of the feet, the sides of the belly into midline. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, take the right foot up towards the left foot. Very nice. Take a breath in here and exhale deeply. Good. Then bring the feet wide apart. Okay, so what we're going to do here is a little bit of a standing twist, and we're going to alternate side to side. Bring the arms, reach out to the sides, and then what you're going to do is you're going to inhale here, and then exhale, bend your left knee and bring the right hand down to the floor. Bring the left hand, reach up to the sky. Inhale, come back up. Full breath in. Exhale, bring the left hand now to the floor, bending the right knee. Bring the right hand up and twist as much as possible. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring the right hand down and the left hand reaches up. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, bend your right knee. Bring the left hand down and the right hand reaches up. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, bend your left knee, right hand to the floor, left hand reaches up. Inhale, come back up. And exhale and twist. Bend your right knee, left hand down, right hand reaches up. Inhale, back up. Let's do it one more time each side. Exhale, bend your left knee, right hand to the floor, left hand reaches up. Inhale, back up. And exhale, bend your right knee, left hand to the floor, right hand reaches up. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, bring the feet together or towards each other. Bring the hands forward, just pause for a moment. Savor this moment, feeling the sense of aliveness, but more important, symmetrical balance, that both the right side and the left sides of your body, the right side of the muscles, the left side of the muscles, are now starting to be used in a more symmetrical way, in a more balanced way. Okay, what I'd like you to do from here is to come and lie down onto the floor. We're going to do this kind of alternating Shalabhasana pose. So you're going to do is inhale, lift the left leg and lift the right arm. Lift the chest up as high as you can. And then exhale, swing the right arm back as you turn the right ear to the floor and lower the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg and bring the left arm forward. Lift up as high as you can. And then exhale, swing the arm back, bring the left ear down, and lower the right leg. Inhale, change sides, and then exhale back down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, lift the chest, okay? And then exhale, lower down. This is such a great little dynamic vinyasa. Inhale, right arm, left leg, that we start to work both sides of the spine, alternating sides. And then exhale, slowly come down, right ear down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And then exhale. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, back down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. And exhale, back down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And then exhale, back down. This time, bring your hands underneath your forehead. And we're just gonna continue to stay here as long as you like, you guys. Just continue breathing in this way. This is such a great relaxation practice. Crocodile pose, Makarasana, really starts to support diaphragmatic breathing, which then triggers that rest and response state in your body, that rest and digest. Stay here as long as you like, and we'll see you in the next video.